Hello folks, Mike Cayley7 here, and I've got this new Goldwing. Got this yesterday, and you probably already know this unless you're a new person to the channel. And before I set off today, I'd like to do just a little bit of details about the bike. So it's got a, I believe it's called a flat 6-cylinder engine. They must be really wee little cylinders, and it's got linked anti-lock brakes, but they're not Brembo, but I don't know, Nissan or something. And let's see, liquid cooled. It's got the keyless entry thing, whatever, so you just walk up, push buttons and things open because you got the key fob on you. It's automatic transmission with 7 speeds and 4 different riding modes, traction control, onboard navigation, heated seats front and rear, heated grips, and let's see how the bike sounds. Let me just turn this on here, and then I push this button briefly. There you go. She's running, or he. I've named this bike Tavita, and he's running. No shifter there because this is an automatic. I have a center stand. Haven't tried that yet. It's making a bit of a weird noise. I don't know. I'm not used to the noises these bikes make, so. But I've got 202 miles so far. When I get to 600, that's when I go in for my first service. About $175, I think they said. Sub 200 is what he said, literally. So, speakers. I don't really use the stereo so much. So, let's hop on. Oh. 840 pounds wet, or so I hear. I don't know what that does. I think it disrupts the airflow or something. I'm going to put it down and see if that makes a difference. No? Come on now. There we go. Stupid plastic. Alright. Now, if you want to back out and you don't want to use your feet to push anymore because you're lazy or getting old, right now I got the parking brake on, so it ain't moving at all. Parking brake, don't push, you pull to initiate, and you also pull to release it. Now I could back up if I wanted, which is not a problem. I've done that my whole time riding motorcycles, but I could also do this if I have difficulty or it's a hill. I'm in neutral. I push this button down here, and now I'm in forward reverse. This is the reverse button, and on the other opposite side is the forward button, so let's reverse. Don't run over the poor guy and his doggies. I keep going for that clutch. What do you expect, right? I mean, how many years? I was watching the motovlog that I just processed. And I noted how similar to a car engine this engine sounds. It sounds so much like a car. What I find funny is people who are in the Japanese bike community, or maybe the Goldwing community specifically. But no, I think people who ride metrics, they'll say, oh, you know, metrics are real motorcycles and Harleys aren't. And then Harley riders will say, "What are you, nuts? Harley is the original frickin' motorcycle. What are you, stupid?" But it's like, well, it's got crappy handling and blah, you know, all the standard crappy arguments. Oh, you know what I could do? But in the end, at the end of the day, it's all subjective. There we are. No clutch to worry about. So where am I gonna? I'm gonna turn it over here. Oh, this guy's in my way. All right. I hear tell that this bike is terrible in parking lot maneuvering. So let's see if any of that's true. That was easy. Let me try this again. If you just remember your fundamentals, and if you realize that you can lean very easily and maintain a decent throttle, I actually think I might take this bike with me, listen to me. I might actually enroll in one of those advanced rider courses, or not advanced, experienced, sorry. I'm not advanced. Advanced in years, maybe. Not even. It's a warm day today. I'm noticing my tires were like 49 psi yesterday, and now they're down to 41, so I'll definitely have to take a look at that. As I hit 40 without even realizing it. Oops. Some of you might be saying, well, geez, you wanted to go really fast and have all this performance, but he's riding like a grandfather now. Well, yeah, because this is the 600-mile break-in period. So you don't want to redline it. Not so early, anyway. So that's why I'm being very gingerly on this. I don't want to ruin my bike. I did the same with Gemma, or when she was Grace, I did that. Very, very careful, whatever. So, in case Walter or Walt Stovall, sorry, I don't know if you pronounce it. If I don't know the pronunciation of your name, I apologize. But Walt Stovall, he said, well, now you have an ugly bike to match your ugly clothes. Goodbye. And I wished him well. I wish him well. I hope all his rides are great and safe and happy and memorable. I have no ill feelings toward anybody who decides to leave because I have a non-Harley now. I understand how people could get upset. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. And a friend of mine, kind of, I guess he was, what do you call it? He's defensive of me, I guess. He's my work brother. And he thought, that's a rude comment. So they got into a little bit of a flame war. I stayed out of it. I think it's on the last video I did or the video before. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the point of it is, changing over to this bike has consequences. Of course, it's got benefits too, right? It's got things that you like, and then things that are, you know, difficult, I guess. One of those is I might lose friends over it. And some of you might think, well, that's the dumbest thing in the world. And others might think, hell yeah, you lose friends, you traitor. Isn't it funny how there can be such a difference of viewpoint on things? And of course, whatever side you're on, you're going to have umpteen justifications for it that nobody can argue with you, and so it is what it is. Your focus is your reality. Humans are odd little monkeys. You know, oh no. Oh no no no. Oh no 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 no. No no no. No 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 no. No no no. No no no. No. That's not happening. That's not happening for my Kaylee. Did you see that U-turn? Day 2 on the bike. And I just kicked out a U-turn like that. That's just fantastic. I could never have done that. I would not have had the confidence on Gemma to do that right there. Wow. Wow. Avoiding the traffic. So, yeah, humans are odd monkeys. You know, we live in this tree, and that tree across the road is identical to this tree pretty much. Same species and everything, but our tree is better than their tree. And if those monkeys come over to our tree, we're going to kill them. And matter of fact, let's go across the street and kill them because they have a different tree. They're not in this tree. Or I wear Nikes and he wears Adidas, and if I change over to Adidas, he's going to love me, but all my Nike friends will stop talking to me. My friend Gary Anderson, he runs the Night Dreams radio talk show. It's like a podcast. He was a Honda rider for years, and then he decided to switch over, and he got himself a I think it was an Ultra Classic, or it might have been a Street Glide, but he ended up buying like 4 of them. Nice to have the money, right? But all of his Honda friends pretty much told him to go screw himself. They kicked him off the Honda group that he started. So, you know, as a Harley rider, I could say, oh, those Honda guys are assholes, right? But I imagine that similar thing would happen if, you know, well, because I went to Honda from Harley. And I don't really consider it going to Honda from Harley. I just consider it going from one motorcycle that had a set of features I liked to another motorcycle that has a set of features I like. Kind of like when I went from the Road King to the Ultra, and then again when I went from the Ultra to the Limited. It just happens that, you know, different manufacturer, and somebody might come at me with the, you know, buy American. Well, nothing's American anymore. I mean, it's partially American, right? You have vehicles built in America by Americans, but it's a Japanese company. Or you'll have American something that's got parts from it from the same countries that people hate. You know, I don't like those Japanese, but the electronics and stuff come from there. Or the Showa forks on a Harley come from a Japanese company, even though they're made in Ohio. And I do like or not brand, but, you know, nationality, loyalty. Sorry, it's the end of the day and I'm tired. I worked all day when all I wanted to do was ride, so. But, you know, people are nationalistic or ethnocentric, and I understand that. I really do. However, I'm not really that way. I mean, if I can, if it's not that big of a difference, then I'll try to get local, you know, national. But not always. Like, for my entire car career as an adult, I've owned Volkswagens and only Volkswagens. Now I have a Japanese motorcycle, I guess the only way I can complete the triumvirate of evil, the Axis powers, is to get some kind of fiat or something. That ain't never gonna happen. The point of it is, I buy what I like. And I like this. I don't like Honda per se. It's not like a Honda thing. I like this. I can't trust people. For a second there, I thought she was going to go right. Another difficulty is, what do I do with all my Facebook pages? I'm on a whole bunch of pages: Ultra Classic, Electra Glide, My Ultra, Harley Davidson. If I stay on those pages, are they going to be mad that I'm not a Harley guy anymore? That I've crossed over to the dark side? I still love Harley. I still want to look at Harley Davidsons, but I don't want to make them mad at me. Like, how dare you? You left us. You have to come back to the truth. Come back to the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'm not saying that about Harley riders necessarily. It's any group of people that identifies itself as being better than another group, and then you go to the other group, you've joined the enemy. I very much bemoaned the Harley haters, and I still do. And now I'm going to have to make a new video called the Honda haters, I guess, or the metric haters. It's irrational. I mean, are there hate groups? Whoa! What the hell is going on with the traffic today? I feel like I'm in some kind of a, what do you call it? What's the name of that, guys? I feel like I'm in the Truman Show. There's no way out. There's no way out. I guess the universe is just telling me to go the hell home. And so I will. Maybe. Are there pages of people who hate Wrangler jeans and they only buy Levi's? And if you switch over and suddenly you start wearing Wrangler jeans, they're going to say, how dare you? How dare you? You've betrayed the Levi's. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. That's all. Notice how quiet it is? It's funny that you actually have to get used to quiet. I keep having to look for the turn signals. I'm used to that right thumb for right turn. Man, I really feel nervous and leaning. And then I give it a little bit extra lean and it still has more lean. I need to. I don't know where the lean limit is on this. It's beyond what I am used to. It's kind of like that RoboCop movie where he had to reset his targeting mechanism. I need jars of baby food or something. Alright, this is my Kaylee 7. I'm going home. I think the signal has been given from the universe. Go home. So I'm going home. I'll talk to you later.